Well, happy Thursday. I wish it could be happier, right? I mean, these times are troubling, and there seems to be every corner of life or every facet of life has been touched by the things that we've been going through over the last 4 weeks, and none's been more touched than our products, and obviously soybeans. Let's talk about beans. As of late, now we had the phase one deal put together. I mentioned to you, I think maybe last week or the last time we were together, about concerns that the phase one deal might be able to be unwound because the Chinese put in there a clause or a force majeure or an act of God issue that maybe this pandemic could let them out of their phase one agreement. That's still to be seen. However, the latest accusations by our government, or at least the toing and froing between us and the Chinese, or at least our administration and their administration, that's only going to make the tensions worse. So things are a little bit more tenuous even now than they have been. Actually, probably a lot more tenuous. And I think that's got the bean market kind of on its heels a little bit. What if they back out of their agreement? What if this or what if that? And when the markets play that what if, everybody gets defensive. And that's got initially, as we go to tape here, the bean market's about a nickel lower. So that really, I think it spawns from the fact that the relationship's getting colder, not warmer. And with the coronavirus, things of that nature, that's just going to cause more angst in this phase one agreement and what may or may not happen from it. So I would say that, and also the fact that we've got some guys out there reviewing what they're going to be planting, right? Corn or beans. It's late in the game for them to be thinking about that, but I have been on the phone with guys today that have been thinking about that, right? And should I take some corn and plant some beans there instead and move some corn acres to bean acres? Well, they're still worried. Look, it's kind of, you're in trouble either way. If you move corn to bean acres, and we have a problem with China, that the beans are going to take it on the chin. If you stay in corn, and we've talked about corn before, that's viewed as an energy product right now, and energies are getting hurt. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think the beans right now are pricing in, or at least taking, again, more protection, more defensive stance, because with corn trading where it's at, there has been a little bit of a view that I might switch my corn acres to bean acres. So that's still out there. So that's another negative out there. And I guess if you don't want to talk negatives, and I don't like talking negatives, that pennant thing that I talked about, the pennant formation I've been talking about in May beans is still there. Kind of take a look at it. That might still, again, give us an idea about where we want to trade. I would say 836 to the downside, 875 ish to the upside are going to be the levels today in that pennant. But as we get closer and closer and that range gets smaller and smaller, wherever it breaks out will help us get a short term view about where this market may be going. So keep that in mind. Now, hey, we're just getting in the fields. We've got a long time to go in this market. So be careful about getting too negative down here. That doesn't mean we can't go lower, but I tell you, every year you're going to get a chance. They try to kill the crop once or twice a year. You know that. Just be patient. Have your chips close to the chest, and have that powder dry when you're going to need it, and be ready.